month. This is an offer you do not want to miss, so call West Shore Home now.
It certainly is no secret that we are living in expensive financial times. All of us are watching prices at the pump and at the grocery store go up and up. So all the more reason not only to protect your money now, but protect your money for the future as well. So what a great opportunity for us to have Kevin Fuerst on the show. He's with Fuerst Financial Group here in Chattanooga. Your first time with us, but glad to have you.
Yeah, thank you.
So already in our little brief chat before we got on air, I realized there are a slew of things that we could talk about and probably will in the future. But you wanted to kind of begin with that definition of what's the difference between a financial planner and somebody who helps you with wealth management.
Correct. So financial planning is really all about your assets, your 401k, whatever assets you might have, and working with you to establish a plan so that, one, it works. I mean, and the whole goal behind financial planning is the day you retire. We always tell people there's only two ways to make money, or two things that make money. People make money and money makes money. So if you stop working, which is the person making money, now you have to have money to replace that. So that's financial planning to me, in a nutshell, I should say. A lot of different roads we can go down with that. But then wealth management takes on financial planning. It takes on the idea of insurance planning, tax planning, also estate planning, which we'll talk a little bit about as well. And then also just a couple of years before my father-in-law passed away, he came in to see me and he says, I want to get my house in order. So that because he had some illnesses, and so his goal was to get his house in order so that when he passed away, things would be in good order.
Right.
That's the estate planning side of it, but it's also the wealth management side of it, because you're dealing with real estate, you're dealing with tax issues, you're dealing with insurance issues, all of the things that have to do with your finances. And it's more than just, you know, saving money in your 401 or saving money in your IRA. Well,
and tell me if I'm right or wrong here, because I could be off base, but you know, all of us began hopefully to think about this in our 40s and 50s especially, kind of dreaming of that day. But as you age, you change, and your ability to take on new tasks or be burdened, if you will, by things can be increasingly difficult. So in the wealth management side of it, the more you can simplify the process for your clients, does it end up being more beneficial to them?
Yes, because, you know, so you've got all these tentacles out here that we're talking about. You've got your real estate, you might have rental property, you might not have anything but a 401k. And so the end goal is, how do I put all the things that I have on course so that when I retire, I know what my income's going to be, or have an idea of my probability of, we call probability of success. I don't know that there's any guarantees anymore these days, but you certainly have a probability of all of your assets, how much tax burden you're having to pay,
right,
so forth and so on. How much of those things do you have in order, so that when you do retire, you step off that retirement stage and go into, now we've got money and assets that are feeding us, and did we do well? And that's part of what we do, put that all together, help you see that big picture.
Conversations about money like this, they go by quickly. There are a lot of questions that everybody has. I mean, our time, we have a couple of minutes left this morning, and we're just getting started. So on May 12th, you're actually hosting an event at the office, right?
Correct. And it's going to target on estate planning. So we work with attorneys, accountants, and the attorney's going to be there, and he's going to describe some of the benefits, some of the traps and snares that we have in estate planning, and answer those questions. It's a free workshop, and we love the estate planning aspect of our wealth management.
I have a minute left. By the way, that event begins at 6 o'clock. We have a minute left. Part of what you do too is you have to be part counselor to people, don't you? Because you have to really listen to who they are as individuals to make it work for them.
Correct. Because everybody comes with a different set of problems, a different set of children and grandchildren, wishes and dreams, hopes that they want, and you have to really pay attention to all those things to help it all come together at the end.
Do your clients tend to be still working, or are most of them retired?
I have both.
You have both?
I'd say 50-50.
So as people watch you today and they think, gosh, he seems like he's easy to talk to, they're welcome just to call the office and see?
Yep, you just set up an appointment, call Stephen. Stephen will, he handles our calendar, he'll set up an appointment. We do free consultations. We like to make sure people feel comfortable with what our offer is and then understand what the offer is and how it's going to help them, and then make a decision whether or not it's for them or not.
So there is the phone number for you to call, 899-8555, growkeepleave.com.
Right.
Thank you.
All right.
St. Jude Dream Home tickets are almost sold out. Get yours now.
If you get